A faint scratch on a black leather bag wasn't in any K9 training manual, but it was that small, instinctive act that triggered one of the most intense manhunts in JFK Airport history. No one expected that the dog nearly dismissed from the unit would be the only living creature to sniff out a global terror plot. Watch till the end, because every detail will give you goosebumps. The story is being retold on K9 Justice Files. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the dramatic journeys behind. The scratch that started it all at JFK International Airport. The hustle never stops. But on a seemingly normal Thursday afternoon, something happened that would shake airport security to its core. Among the crowd, Captain Daniel Ross, a former Special Forces operative now leading the K9 unit, walked calmly through the bustling terminal. Beside him, without a leash, was his partner, Rex, a Belgian Malinois with a troubled past and unmatched instincts. Rex wasn't your typical K9. Years ago, trainers nearly discharged him for his stubborn behavior. But Ross saw something in Rex's amber eyes, something machines couldn't detect: intuition. He trusted that instinct, and today that trust would be put to the ultimate test. As they patrolled the international departures area, Rex suddenly stopped near Gate 17. He fixated on a woman in a navy blue dress, sitting with her legs crossed, scrolling through her phone. At her feet sat a sleek black leather handbag. Nothing about her looked suspicious, her demeanor calm, her posture relaxed. But Rex didn't move. Instead, he walked over and scratched the side of her bag, gently, once. Then again. Ross froze. That signal wasn't in any training manual. Rex didn't bark, didn't sit, just scratched, a small, seemingly innocent motion. But to Ross, it was a red flag. He knew his dog, and Rex never did anything without reason. The woman in blue Ross cautiously approached. The woman looked up, smiled politely. Her hand holding the phone trembled ever so slightly. Ross noticed. Her breathing was off, controlled yet forced. But with no legal cause, he couldn't demand to inspect the bag. Still, something gnawed at him. The bag's strap looked tense, heavier than it should have been. Rex whimpered softly. The woman stood, slung the bag over her shoulder, and merged into the crowd heading toward the departure gate. "Stay close," Ross murmured. Rex trotted silently beside him. Moments later, Ross's instincts screamed louder. He called for backup. The chase. Just as Ross picked up his radio, the woman spun suddenly, shoved her bag into a traveler, and bolted toward the emergency exit. In one fluid motion, Ross shouted, "Stop her!" and Rex launched forward like a bullet. What followed was chaos. Alarms blared. Passengers screamed. The woman weaved between chairs, nearly knocking over a child, and pulled something from her bag, a small device blinking with a red LED light. Ross knew it was a detonator. Seconds from disaster. "Rex, take her down!" The command echoed as Rex lipped, knocking the woman flat. The detonator skidded across the floor. Ross and backup officers closed in. Handcuffs snapped. The woman's face was pale, lips quivering, but she said nothing. Ross knelt by the bag. Inside, wires, plastic casing, and C4. The shadow in the control room hours later, while the suspect sat silent in interrogation room, Rex began pacing again, this time near a locked door labeled "Maintenance Authorized Personnel Only." Rex scratched. Ross unlocked the door. Inside was a second bomb, a timed device buried behind HVC systems. Had Rex not noticed, Ross exhaled. Then he noticed something else. Fingerprints. Not the woman's. Someone with clearance. The betrayal. The prints matched Colonel Henry Davis, Deputy Director of Airport Security, a decorated officer, a mentor to Ross. He was the leak. Ross confronted him in the hallway. Davis didn't deny it, just smiled coldly and reached for his sidearm. A struggle. A shot. Rex lunged. Ross tackled. Davis hit the ground, restrained by the same cuffs he once ordered. The syndicate. It wasn't just a lone act. The woman, Davis, they were agents of the Black Serpent Syndicate, and this wasn't their only plan. They called it Operation Crimson Fog. The goal, destabilize key infrastructure under the cover of routine air travel. Rex had stopped the first strike, but Ross knew this was only the beginning.